Leanne King, and I want to welcome you once again to the Aroma Share Club. It is September 2015, and it is the end of the garden season. And if you are like me, you've got stuff piled up everywhere, coming out of your ears from your garden, or maybe your neighbor's garden. Or maybe you just go to the farmer's market. Wherever you go, there's fresh produce everywhere. And one of the things I love to make, in fact, this was the first recipe I ever made in Mrs. Farron's home ec class, 7th grade, middle school. Yes, middle school. I try not to think about it, but this was the first recipe I ever made, and I have been in love with it ever since. And all the other kids thought it was crazy. Of course, I had to look in the cookbooks and find the weirdest recipe ever that no one had ever heard of. But now I hear about it all the time, and it's called gazpacho. Gazpacho, and it is a cold tomato soup. It is a Latin dish, and it is so fantastic. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you have 6 medium tomatoes, and we have these chopped so that it blends up easier in here. Now let me tell you, Roma tomatoes many times work the best when you're doing stuff like this, so it doesn't get quite so watery, and especially if you're making like homemade spaghetti sauce and stuff too. If these are a little bit runny, it's okay because it's a soup, but I still really like the Roma tomatoes for things like this. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is put 3 to 4 sun-dried tomatoes, and the reason why you put those in is because it helps thicken it up a little bit. Alright, and then I'm going to put some lemon juice in there, and that just gives it this tang that is so yummy. And then we want to put a little bit of spice in, and we're going to use the YGY marjoram oil to do that. Now, you could put in a little bit of black pepper oil in here if you wanted to make it a little bit hotter, if that's your cup of tea, so to speak. Alright, so now we're going to put it, we got it in my handy dandy Vitamix. I'm telling you, I think it's the best blender on the planet. I've had this for years and it shows, but I love it. Alright. Alright, that's it. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to put this in a bowl and you're going to let it chill for a few hours. And the reason why you want to let it chill is because if you notice, it has sort of a white tinge to it, okay? And that's from all the air bubbles getting in there. And so it doesn't look as yummy red as maybe you would want for your tomato soup. But we are going to pour some out here anyways for you. And you can either pour it, all of it into a big giant bowl like we have the tomatoes in, and put your vegetables in with it and stir it up. Or you can do how I like to do it, and I like to have the tomato soup separate, and then I have all the different toppings in separate individual bowls and allow people to sprinkle on whatever they want. So what we have here is chopped celery, chopped red pepper, some green onion, some cucumber, and some zucchini. So and see, it's already starting to turn redder, so it's really good. All right, and it will get redder and redder as it sits in your refrigerator. And then you just sprinkle these on top. And like I said, you can do it right before eating. You can have these sprinkled on top, or you can mix it in, and that adds more flavor to your soup. But I just love how pretty it looks with everything on top. So that's what I do, and then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more red tomato on top just for make it look nice. Alright, and then you could put a little sprig of basil or something on there if you have some in your garden, and it would look fantastic. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy your summer soup. I know that I am, and I had a spoon here. I was going to try it. Here we go. So we're going to see how it tastes. I want you guys to make this and invite your friends over. Alright. Super, super yummy. Make it for your next aroma share meeting. Invite all your friends over. Let everybody bring a different topping and share. It'll be great.